One of the things that you guys have brought up in the past is about the book of Proverbs, chapter 8.
Yep.
They go from verse 22 through 26, and then they throw in verse 30, and they say that this is King Solomon speaking through his God-given wisdom to express how he pre-existed the earth. However, the way that you look at this, when Solomon wrote this, he was creating a character known as wisdom, and wisdom was speaking. Like this is like he created this figurative wisdom, who then gave this whole speech. This is what he is claiming wisdom, this character he created, this personified wisdom, would say, and that wisdom was brought forth as one of the first of God's works. This is what wisdom would be saying if wisdom could speak as a person. That's why even in verse 12 it says, I, wisdom, dwell together with prudence. It's I was not I Solomon, I wisdom. Mm-hmm. So when they're presented this, they say, well, whose wisdom is it? This is Solomon's wisdom. This is Solomon speaking. And then they say that, would you then say that if God created wisdom as one of the first of his works, does that mean that God must have existed in a time where wisdom did not exist? God could have existed without wisdom? That's the kind of argument that they would say. But to that, I would say, well, it says in Genesis chapter 1 that God created light, but it also says that God is light. So how can God create something and be something at the same time? So if God created wisdom, but God has wisdom, it's the same sort of figurative language that the Bible uses. And if this truly were Solomon, if you continue to verse 35, it says, for those who find me find life and receive favor from the Lord. So is this speaking about Solomon still? We got
to find Solomon, Anthony. That's it. That's the new religion, Solomonism.
Yeah. Where in the world is Solomon? Because we need him for life. Yep. It's not wisdom. No, it's not wisdom. This has to be Solomon speaking, and we must find Solomon wherever he may be, because he gives us life, according to this verse. So you can see always add up.
So explain. I'm trying to grasp a little bit. What's their agenda? Why do they feel it's necessary to make Solomon wisdom? Why do they try to avoid?
Because a concept can exist from eternity to eternity, but a person, that's what they're trying to say, is that one of the first things that God created was King Solomon. So Solomon pre-existed the earth, meaning that we had life before we came to this earth. They give this example to prove that.
So this is a pre-existence.
Yeah, this is them trying to explain a pre-existence.
Okay.
So that's why they use it, terrible. And that's why they get upset when it's dismantled and proven to be wisdom opposed to King Solomon.
Yeah. So the other thing about that is wisdom is consistently referred to with feminine pronouns, she, her.
In verse 9, wisdom has built her house. She has set house. Up. She has done this. So this wisdom that they say is Solomon's wisdom, Solomon has feminine wisdom, a female wisdom was given to him.
Yeah, and Solomon's referred to as her and she. This is just you're really straining to get this interpretation.
Yeah, it's fitting the square peg through the round hole. So
absolutely.